We're going to wait for that to disappear. Hi, good evening, everyone. I was just releasing information about the Inner Compass material that I'm coming tomorrow on the Healing Within show. And what I am covering as a part of that show is really hard to do sometimes when you're trying to explain it on the radio where people can't see you. So I thought I would jump on here and walk through it a little bit with you. And if you have a chance to listen to tomorrow, I think it'll bring everything just full circle. I am a part of a Tony Robbins group since June, and he's covered so many great techniques about improving ourselves moving forward, whether it's just personal life, your career, family relationships, finances, whatever it is that you are focusing on at this time. And he covers these 4 archetypes pretty early on, and it's really in alignment with what I already do with energy work and intuition, and been doing it now since June, and then I've kind of expanded on it even bigger. So the tools to the inner compass is whether it's that little voice, it's intuition, it's however you feel guided in your life. It's different for everyone. And the 4 types that that Tony Robbins talks about is warrior, magician, lover, and sovereign. And then the 3 new ones that I have expanded on and have used a lot is future self 6 months from now, infinite wisdom, and winner's zone. So what these are is if there is something that you want guidance in, you're feeling blocked in your life, you're just frustrated, like, why is this going on? Especially right now, we are in challenging times. And you can go to any one of these or any combination of these to help get answers. We can't just, meet with our closest best friends to sit down and have a talk. So this can also help bring in some closeness with just yourself. We're having to rely on ourselves a lot more right now. Social media is great, but there is still this component of loneliness. I know there's a lot of people with depression right now. There is challenges with anxiety, whether it's the pandemic, whether it's the fires right now. It's just an unsettling time. And if there is something that can bring you some peace, that can bring you some guidance, I'm all for it. And I'm one of those who says that you have all the answers within you. It's just getting those answers. And how do we find them? So Tony has a great technique, and this is what we're going to do together. So first of all is just sitting comfortably. And I'm left-handed, but for some reason, my right wants to be a part of this exercise. So just resting one hand, maybe just in your lap or on a chair, and just let the other hand just freely just float in front of you. Just let it do whatever it wants to do. And we're going to go through a series of 7 questions. And the first one is, where is my warrior located on my body? So we're going to do warrior first. This is that part of your personality that just goes in and kicks ass. It doesn't matter what it is. Looking for a new job, losing a job, starting new relationships. There is an energy around when we get fired up about something, and that fired up could be your warrior. You're ready to go to battle. We're ready to conquer something new. Whatever the situation is, that warrior comes out in us. We want to find that physical connection of warrior is. So just letting one hand just kind of be. I'm just going to leave my hand out here in front of me. And just ask yourself, where on my body is my warrior? And just let that hand, wherever that hand is led, wherever it goes, just let it go there and just let it rest. And just sit with that for a second. If it wants to go to another place, it may be led somewhere else. And then just ask, is this 100% my warrior? That was interesting. It went here, but I know my warrior is my right hand and I know it's on my forehead. So just letting your arm be led. And if you want to have pen and paper handy, I suggest that because you're going to want to write these down. So first place is your warrior. And again, that's where you're going to go to battle from. Okay. The next place that we're going to ask is magician. Okay. Our magician is that fun, creative, whimsical, childlike part in us that it just wants to play and create and imaginate and just have fun. And there are times in our life where, you know what, if we're not having fun, if something is no longer bringing us joy, if you want to expand on something, say you're in a relationship and it's just kind of dull right now, it's just there, but it's just not doing anything for you, go to your magician. See where you can be creative, come up with new ideas, some new inspiration. It's going to come from your magician. So we're going to just sit quietly again. If you want to close your eyes, that helps. And then just leave one hand that's just kind of out and floating and just ask, where on my body is my magician? Just let your hand go wherever it wants to go. Where on my body is my magician? And just stay there for a second. And what we're doing is, as we are in this physical place, we're going to see if there's any guidance, any message that pops in your head, may flow, to you, to paper. So again, some people are journalers. Me, it just comes flying in through my head whether I want it to or not. So, okay, so that's your magician. Okay, the next place that you can use as your inner compass, you can use as a guide. Your best friend isn't home today and you need an answer, you need guidance. You're going to go to these places on yourself and you're going to get your own answers. Okay, so we're going to be more self-reliant. We're not looking outside of ourselves for the answers or anyone's approval. We're getting our own answers and we're getting our own approval about living our life and where we're headed. So the next one is our lover. So again, this is our place of, I would say, compassion. It's very caring. It's a very nurturing part of us. Sometimes if maybe you've had some kind of a disagreement or difference of opinion with someone, and you're kind of feeling just kind of shaken up or rattled, lover is a great place to go to just kind of decompress from something or someone. So again, we're just going to close our eyes, just let our hand just be free and just ask, where on my physical body is my lover? And for me, I know it's just right here. It's easy. I had a client who, her lover is like stomach. And that should bring in some type of peace or calm. So if you're just kind of having one of those days, just place your hand on your lover and just sit there for a couple of minutes and just take that in. Okay, the next place for any type of wisdom, inner compass work is our sovereign. And this was a really big surprise for me. So sovereign is like your inner king or queen. This is your ruler, and it's a little different than warrior. It's a place of wisdom and power, but you're not going to battle. So it's a place of caring, being very smart about your decision. And it's a really neat place to come from. I spend a lot of time in sovereign lately. So again, we're just going to close eyes and just be quiet for a second, just letting one hand be free and asking yourself, Where on my physical body is my sovereign? Where on my physical body is my sovereign? And you may have to ask 2 or 3 times because this takes practice. So I know my sovereign is the back of my head, and it's kind of like the roundest, most bulbous part of the back of our head. So I spend a lot of time like this. And then you can ask your question. You know, asking my sovereign for advice about. So you're going to go to these physical parts and ask questions. What does my sovereign have to say about my career? What does my sovereign have to say about finances? So you're going to ask. You're going to identify that physical part on you first, and then you're going to ask your question. Okay? So those are Tony Robbins' go-tos. Okay, so he teaches warrior, magician, lover, sovereign. And by doing those 4, I came up with the next 3. And for myself, I like to be efficient. I like to only invest my time and energy on things that I will benefit from, that are for my highest good. I don't want to be putting my energies out somewhere and it's, you know, it's just out there and not doing anything productive for me. So I love the future self 6 months from now. Okay, so again, closing our eyes, relaxing, having a free hand, and then just ask, where on my physical body is my future self 6 months from now? And for me, that's right hand on left knee. So this is fun because we get to cheat a little bit. We're going to jump ahead 6 months, and then our future self from 6 months can look back and give us some insight, give us some wisdom, give us some tools. It'd say, hey, yeah, you know what, this person is, you know, will help you reach that goal. Or nope, you know what, that's not a job for you, but you know, what about this over here? So sovereign works really well with magician. So you can use a combination of these to try and piece together where you're going, especially if you're looking for like career. I know right now a lot of people are looking for work and they may need to change industries or change what they used to do. And a lot of people are using this as a guide to help them pick and choose through you know, different opportunities that are coming their way for them. So that is future self 6 months from now. The next one, infinite wisdom. And that's what I was looking for. And some of the other ones, I'm like, yeah, but where's my infinite wisdom? Like, where is just the knowing all? So I made this one up. So infinite wisdom. Let's close our eyes. Let's let our hand be free. And where on my physical body is my infinite wisdom? Where is that? Where is infinite wisdom? And I know that my infinite wisdom is left hand on right shoulder. Okay, so that is going to be like my all-knowing. Like that's just kind of like as soon as that answer comes through for me or any type of guidance, I mean, it is like 100% spot on, accurate, the gold medal of a lot of these. So, you know, if you're searching some biggies, infinite wisdom is awesome. And the last one, I love this one. Again, this just kind of came to me out of the blue. This one is winner's zone, and we're all winners. We're all winners, but we don't always feel like a winner. You know, we get we kind of get deflated, we get discouraged, and again, in this time that we're in is it's big. We're fighting Mother Nature. We're fighting a pandemic. It's easy to start feeling small and helpless. So if you're feeling that there's just too many big things right now, and you're just having a hard time in all of it, spend some time in the winner's zone and see actually where you are winning. We kind of get in these tunnels that we think things are supposed to be a certain way. I'm supposed to be this certain thing, or and the winter zone has had some great advice. It's had some surprises for me. It's brought back that excitement again, where these last couple months we've just been kind of in this seclusion, and I was just kind of wondering of what's next. What's next for all of us? What's next for our part of the world, and everyone as a whole. It's not just us or me. That there's a greater world that we're all going through the same things at the same time. Yet everyone is in a different place in their journey. So those are the 7 places on your physical body that you can receive some kind of guidance, some kind of peace. Getting to know yourself this whole time, this is like a huge time out. The world is on pause right now. And what are we going to create from this? And where are we going from here? As individuals and as a world, how are we all going to move together forward into a better place? So I'm interested to see what you all think. And again, write down where on your physical body all of these places are. So first of all, where on my physical body is my warrior? Next, where on my physical body is my magician? Where on my physical body is my lover? Where on my physical body is my sovereign? And those are Tony Robbins standbys. And then I've expanded it and I added 3 more. Where on my physical body is my future self 6 months from now? Where on my physical body is my infinite wisdom? And then lastly, and I think this one is probably the most fun, where on my physical body is my winner's zone? Because now we want to get excited. We want to create. We want to imagine. We want to bring it all into fruition, because everything is possible. It's just taking those action steps and getting it to all fall into place. And I would expand on that a little bit more and saying allowing. Get out of the comfort zone a little bit. Allow these expansions. Allow these changes. We're not going back to the past. We're never going to go back to the way we were. But we can create something awesome from here. And if we're all operating from our winner's zone, it's completely limitless. We can do absolutely anything we want. So I hope this helps. I hope you listen to the show tomorrow. It is on 103.3 FM, KPCA here in Petaluma, California. And listening worldwide, it is kpca.fm and also worldwide sound.garden. So if you want any other information or help, my email is healingwithin11@gmail.com and my website www.healingwithin.us. Okay, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.